Our team provides apostilles with a fairly quick turnaround time. We do process apostilles multiple times per week, so it's ensuring that your documents move along the process quickly. So a lot of times if you provide your request for an apostille on a Monday, you'll have that by Wednesday morning. Sometimes even before then, because depending on when you submitted it. So we can get that process moving for you fairly quickly. Now, the next step after an apostille is you will need your inexistencia. The inexistencias are on a weekly basis. So if you provide your request for apostille on a Monday, on the following Monday, you will have your inexistencia completed. So once you have that inexistencia, in the meantime, what we do is we request the traducción by a perito jurídico, and what we do is get that going. So by the time we get the inexistencia, which is when we can request the appointment for dual citizenship at the Registro Civil, then what we do is we already have the traducción. So we'll have the apostilla, we'll have the traducción, and then we obtain the inexistencia. And once we have that inexistencia, we can request the cita, the appointment for the dual citizenship. That usually, depending on where they're at or if they have any cancellations, I always like to call and ask them, do you have any appointments this same week? Now, I do have to get with my client depending on what their availability is. But in an example, if my client tells me whatever day they have, I'm willing to go out there, I will call. As soon as I have that inexistencia, I call and I say, do you have any cancellations or do you have any openings for this week? Sometimes they do. Sometimes I've had to cancel. So when I call them to cancel, somebody else will pick up that appointment. So if I call and they happen to have an appointment, you can obtain your citizenship that same week. So now we're talking, you're on week number 2, you're on the second week, and you've already been able to obtain your dual citizenship. So if they don't have availability in that week, then they will tell me. I always ask, what is your soonest available appointment? Which then, a lot of times I I have a rapport with them. Like I said, I go ahead and I say, I really